Dozens of them attacked. I think the captain's afraid there are more out there.
Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them. Nothing in the job description covers this. Wait. Well, I guess we'll see how you fare. Here they come again.
What can I do?
Sure.
Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out. Well, you've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about their enclave in the south? Don't even try to go near it. They've taken all the Zerka weapons that were supposed to protect our sandcrawlers. That place is a fortress, a death trap. You'll have to find some way to sneak into the place. Glad it's not my job. Just that they attack everything on sight. Well, I suppose they don't attack each other, but any outsider's as good as dead. The company tried to arm us and even set up remote self-powered turrets on the mining route, but that just made things worse. We're not soldiers. They still kill us and then take our weapons off our corpses. They even had the Jawas disable the turrets and set them around their enclave. It's like a fortress now. I don't know how you're going to break through all of that. Me, I'd sneak in. Well, actually, I'd just get back to Anchorhead. They use whatever they scavenge. They seem to hate our technology, but they love to turn it against us. That goes for blasters and turrets too, I guess. It's not like you need to be a genius to operate them. They probably don't even bother with special settings. They just watch for people approaching and switch them on. I don't have time for this sort of thing. I'm through with the desert. You can take your sand people, great dragons, and crazy hunters. Just that they attack the... Yeah, so do we. There's no way we're repairing this thing while getting attacked over and over. The desert can have it. The Jawas will salvage it eventually anyway. Then we can buy it back and start over. Makes sense to me.
Thanks for your help. I hope there's no more of those animals out there.
Let's make this quick.
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be, doomed. Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. Oh, hey, it's you. I remember you at Foz's place. Could I get you to help out a fellow hunter, please? Well, it would appear that I've worn out my welcome with my wife Marlena. She fixes my droids. Fixed them good this time.
Commentary. One would hope the female is better at repairs than Yukalaka. I still would like to crush his neck, Master.
I triggered some sort of trap she programmed. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. There she was right. You know, now really isn't the time for a lecture. Of course, I might be more receptive after I'm rescued. Look, friend, some may talk about honor in the hut, but they still sell their trophies. The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
I say leave him.
You're pretty heartless for such a pretty lady, you know?
I take it back. Let's congratulate his wife.
Commentary. I say we blast the meat bag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately? My wife get to you too?
Negative. I just don't like organic meat bags. Except for the Master, of course.
I'd, really appreciate a bit of help. Please? What? Why? Well, what did I do to you? So you just want me to die? That is just so typical of the people I meet. And marry. Thanks a lot. Well, fine. I'll stay pretty much right here, I guess. You can just get lost. I'll... You're kidding, right? Right? Come on. Nobody looks out for their neighbor anymore. Well, if this is it, I'd rather get it over with and maybe take you out with me. So let's see how these rigged-out droids like me jumping around. Hopefully the explosion kills you, too.
Yes?
Sure.
You cannot win. You shall fall. Yes?
What?
Master?
Sure.
What can I do?
What? Sure.
I'm here.
Yes?
What can I do?
Acknowledgement.
What?
Don't let me die under here, please! Please help! I can't get out! 3, 2, 1.
What can I do?
What?
The Force fights with me.
Democracy at its best.
There. I'm here.
Yes? What?
interjection. One moment. I believe I understood that, Master. It may not have been his intention, but he did actually communicate something. Cautionary. I am unsure, Master. Now is not the time for speculation, however. I will attempt to address your question later. Translation. Result. I believe I have succeeded in confusing him, Master. We have shown an interest not common among outsiders. Translation. Translation. He is expressing disbelief, as am I, but his duty requires that he report to his chieftain. Extrapolation. It would seem that we are at least worthy of curiosity for the moment. I would much rather this get bloody, Master, but it is your call. Translation. I can translate with some guarantee of accuracy that he is demanding to know why he should let us survive this encounter, Master. Translation. Translation. He claims he has no reason to believe you, Master. Your kind have tainted this land with machines and uncaring, ignorant feet. Translation. He requires proof of good faith. We must make a contribution to his people that shows we are not a threat. Shall I blast him now, Master? Translation. Translation. He plans to move his people farther from Anchorhead, but they need to build up stores of water first. He says you must aid him. Translation. He wants moisture evaporators from the Zerka. If you deliver them, he will order that his people reduce their attacks on miners. Translation. Translation. He says that will never happen, Master. Ignorant outsiders continually desecrate their most reverential customs. This will always demand a response, an attitude I can respect. Protocol. From his perspective, a reduction is already a large step. It is doubtful you will get agreement on much more than that. Translation. Translation. He does not believe you, Master. We will only be allowed to re-enter the Enclave when we have the evaporators with us. Translation. We are to be escorted outside. He will wait, but he doesn't believe we are coming back.
What can I do?
What?
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. As you desire, Master. Signing off. Ready!
Yes? Sure.
You cannot win.
Powering weapon.
Yes?
What?
Yes?
What?
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us. Then I'll take those off your hands, but the real prize is still out there. Farewell. Zerga Corporation welcomes your future inquiries. Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Yes, we're still waiting for you to return with the Sand People Chieftain's Gaffy stick. I'll reward you well when you do. We don't have any new information on the subject. And I would remind you that you did agree to... I should remind you that you were not retained as a diplomatic representative. You are a hunter, and should go after your prey as we agreed. You are not authorized to do anything other than deliver what was promised. Do so, and don't talk of this foolishness again. Farewell. Zerga Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Ki mulira kun king. Dong Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mulira ti. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune. Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mulira ti lai kuka. Ki mulira kun king. Dong hitwama ag. Baba Hassan Shan. Kakincha nawabakaon. Bagwa siyang ichuta. Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mulira ti lai kuka.
Huh? Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Selima wanga kunbikin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tonki. Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami nonok. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba. Tonki. Selima wanga kunbikin. Mucho shakapaka.
Yeah, what do you want? What? You think I don't have something better to do? Yeah, what do you want? I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. We started by conquering worlds outside the Republic. We did it quietly so the Republic wouldn't really know what was going on until it was too late. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We came in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We razed whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake, but the cowardly tactics the Republic defenders used left us little choice. Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition. There was no honor in wiping them out like rats. But some of your forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes. Especially later. Later, when Revan had joined the war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something else you want to know? Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload yourself on stims. Otherwise you might destroy your adrenal system. A real warrior knows his own limits and doesn't overestimate himself. There anything else you need? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. Statement. I cannot be of assistance on that, Master. Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Mucho shakapaka. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tong ki ba non tontek. Selima wanga kun bitkin. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami no nok. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami no nok. Mucho shakapaka. Selima wanga kun bitkin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Selima wanga kun bitkin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami no nok. Selima wanga kun bitkin. Tong ki ba non tontek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami no nok. Mucho shakapaka. Selima wanga kun bitkin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tong ki ba non tontek. Mucho shakapaka. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong ki ba non tontek. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami no nok. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat. Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way? Yeah, I know how she feels. Griff can be pretty frustrating. I guess that's why Mission didn't want to come with us when we left Terrace.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the hut spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out. Still on Tatooine, as far as I know. Not that I really care anymore. And if Mission was smart, she'd forget about that no-good con artist.
But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist. If he was here to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Yes?
Ikukuno no ba mulira tikun. Chi gratulo da pogra. Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun. Achuta. Wonga kun. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tuk nincha tuk.
Mucho shakapaka.
Tolpa da bongwale kando ng guguchut.
Kipuna. Bona na kichu. Tong abuk shami non. Tong ki ba non silimo wangaku.
Tong haitwam chichi jumplumpa. Nitapo e tikito.
How can I help? About my mother? Then I suggest we move on.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not really sure, but you can figure it out on your own, can't you?
Hello again. Is there something else you want? Is there some kind of problem? I'm just doing my job. I don't want any trouble from you. Hey, why are you threatening me? I just repair the crawlers. It's not like I'm packing away the credits. I don't need this. What are you trying to prove? What is this, a mugging or are you begging? Look, here's a few creds. Now leave me alone. I don't need some crazy surge slime threatening me. Got sand people for that.
Ki mulira kun king. Chiwi aita.
Greetings again from the offices of Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll. Oh, you mean that Twi'lek? Must have slipped my mind for a second. Yes, of course I remember Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job. As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Hey there, what can I do for you? Talk. What is there to talk about? Those Sand People took my brother prisoner. Griff may be a slime, but we have to go rescue him. We can't just leave him with those monsters. I knew I could count on you. There's definite fringe benefits to being friends with a Jedi.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master. As you desire, Master. Signing off.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization and triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there. Yes?
Yeah?
Acknowledgement.
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
extrapolation, this guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us. Translation. Translation. He says we may enter only... Translation. Translation. He will take us before the chieftain, as he was instructed to do. Translation. He did not expect us to return, Master. He wonders if we have brought the moisture evaporators. Translation. Translation. He does not trust you, Master, but you have done more than any other outsider. They will not attack, and he grants you his chieftain's gaffy as reward. Translation. The attacks will be reduced, and he will allow you to explore this enclave, but be warned that any lack of respect will result in death. Protocol. If you truly want this sadly peaceful arrangement to continue, be careful of what you ask. Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that that is much of a worry. Translation. Translation. He says that he will not, Master. There is one storyteller in each clan, and only he may recite the histories. Translation. Translation. He says that you don't understand. They must never be told to someone who might say them incorrectly out of ignorance. Translation. To speak them in error is a blasphemy punishable by death. Only their greatest warriors are even permitted to listen to the tales. Translation. Translation. He doesn't know, Master. His people usually kill outsiders. Since you are an outsider yourself, that would not suffice. Translation. The greatest challenge for a warrior is to face a great dragon, the largest predator on Tatooine. Fight one of those, and bring back a dragon pearl. Discussed. I think he's making fun of you, Master. He doesn't believe an outsider could do such a thing. Translation. Translation. Stones polished in the gullet of the beast. Apparently they are valuable items. Translation. Translation. There is a dragon in the far eastern Dune Sea, but he claims you could never defeat it. Here is a map to the area. Translation. There is a hunter, a Twi'lek, that is sometimes seen out there. Perhaps he would be of some help. Translation. Translation. He says that the fact that you have to ask, this is just one more example of your ignorance as an outsider, Master. He says you are blind. Translation. His people believe they are part of the land, living with it. You and your kind dare to raise yourself above it. You remove yourself. Translation. That act of removal makes you an outsider, separate from all that is important. You could never understand how unwelcome you are. Translation. Translation. He says that outsiders use machines to convey them and to make their lives easier. This severs a connection with the land. Translation. Connection to the soil must be made through flesh. A sacred animal is the only external tool to be used. Protocol. We should not keep him long. It is an insult to take too much of his time. Unless the plan is to blast him when you are done, of course. Clarification. We must be more specific, Master. They capture many organics. Translation. Translation. He says that by his very presence, this Griff defiles their home and land. He is without any semblance of usefulness to them.
Yep, that would be Griff.
Extrapolation. I would assume we are free to take him. It is doubtful they will even waste the effort to kill him. Perhaps we could do it, Master. Protocol. Translation. Translation. He says that you already have a map to the Eastern Dune Sea, where we will find the star map. Translation. His people found it, but didn't scavenge it because a crate dragon took up residence in the excavation. Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Huh?
What?
Translation. Translate. Clarify.
Yep.
Extra. Translate. Discuss. Protocol. Translate.
You there. I'm a high-ranking executive at the Zerka Corporation. There's a big reward if you take me back to Anchorhead.
Griff, don't you recognize me? It's Mission.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know? I always meant to go back to Taurus's just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
Well, that and, could you please get me out of here? You got a tough-looking friend there.
Yeah, you can find your way from there, right? Can you manage that? What? Is there something else?
Well, I wanted to thank you, and, you look like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, could you spare me a few credits to get back on my feet?
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the Sand People. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time. You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know? That's it, huh? Figured you'd be able to spare a bit more than that. You know, I'll take whatever I can get. Don't worry about me. I've already got a job waiting for me. Krita, the manager over at the Zerka supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer. You know, maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
Hey there. What can I do for you? Look, I'm happy Griff's alive, but I'm mad at him right now. And I don't know what kind of job he's got for you, but I don't trust him. It's probably just another scam. So, is there anything else you need? I always heard Tatooine was nothing but a rock covered by a bunch of worthless sand. I can't even figure out why Zerka Corp set up their mining operations here. Sorry I can't be more help. Okay.
What do you wish to ask of him, Master? Clarification. We must... Translation. Translation. He says that the captive Jawas are slaves and that they have lived past their usefulness. You may take them if you wish. Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerk. Yes, we're still waiting for you. We don't have any new and I would remind... Very well. I see that, but do you have the Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you. It would be valuable to have someone on call if the Sand People made another incursion. I think you're right. Yes, here's an additional reward. Once again, Zerka Corporation thanks you.
Ki mulira kun ki. Kakin cha nawa.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you can help me with this anyway. It's more of a job for your friend here. As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taris is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe. I know this guy. He's with the Exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch. And now that Taris is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the Exchange a sample of Teresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse. Yeah, I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the Exchange could stop by any day. I kinda told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that. You're back! I knew you'd come through for me. I knew I could count on you. You do have a tech land for me, right? Yeah, I knew you'd come through for me. I kinda told...
Hey there. I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him. Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse? They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tat plans for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
What?
Yes?
Yeah, what do you want? Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
How can I help? Then I suggest we move on.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. Good hunting.
I'm here.
What?
I'm here.
What?
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ka chikun ita donga. Yiking.
Muchachak pakat. Kieno no nama paul.
Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tung. Ka chikun ita donga. Yiking kuno ba.
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha.
Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking bag. Ka chikun ita donga. Yiking kuno.
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha.
Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez.
Muchachak pakat. Kieno.
Ka chikun ita donga. Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez. Ka chikun ita donga. Yiking kuno bam. Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana ka chikun ita donga. Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun be ka chikun ita donga. Yiking kun. Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun be. Ka chikun ita donga. Yiking. Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Ka chikun ita donga. Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Ka chikun ita donga. Yiking kuno bamulerat.
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya.
Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamu.
Muchachak pakat. Kieno no nama paulera.
Ka chikun ita donga.
Muchachak pakat. Kieno no.
Runda dijo donga kun hunkabi.
huh?
Yes?
Sure.
Achuta. Wonga could be stood. Achuta. Wonga could be stood. 제도바도와는 이디보보. 동나봉샤 누능야. 눈에 포도. 난다야다. 왔다 유마. 제도바도와는 이디보보. 카치쿤 이다하동가.
We Mandalorians believe in loyalty to our brothers in arms. You have allied yourself to this hunter. Betraying him now is disgraceful.
This betrayal is beneath you. Do not let your greed draw you to the dark side.
무주샥 바깥. 기에노노 나마파올레 라치. 제도바도와는 이디보보. 동나봉샤. 기푸나. 까마돈파 구팔리아 무카바타. 지옥.
How can I help? About my mother? Do you think I should? I would like to keep something to remember Father as much as she would. I'll think about it. I should try and remember my training. I should be able to let go of this, but I can't. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's keep going.
Anybody else get the feeling that finding this star map in the back of this Krayt Dragon's cave is more than just a coincidence?
The star map is an artifact of the dark side. The Krayt Dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power, and been enslaved by it.
Now that we've got what we came for, we should probably move on. Can't say I'm gonna miss this bit of the world.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from KotOR in the end.
I see you brought some backup, Callow. Realized we were a bit too much to handle on your own, huh?
You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time. Let's go, boys. It's showtime.